You guys know what place is really quiet right now?
What?
The theaters. God.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We're going to watch from How It Should Have Ended, HISHE, A Quiet Place Comedy Recap. Let's do this.
Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by NordVPN. Right now, get 70% off NordVPN, only $3.49 a month. Plus, you get an additional month free. Check out the link in the description for more details. Now,
Sweet.
on to the dub.
VPNs are everywhere now.
Yeah, protect yourself.
Mom, I don't feel good. Shut up. The monsters will hear you. You have to keep quiet. Then why are you letting him run around?
Good point.
I am the worst. I want the rocket! That's stupid. Monsters don't eat children.
Enter Pennywise.
But Dad said...
Gotta stay for a walk, right, honey?
You know it.
That's how it feels.
This is so fun!
Go away!
Oh my gosh, it got that small child. I was not prepared for that. I need a second. In the distant, sad future.
Ugh, I can't believe you guys got pregnant again. Isn't this like the most awful situation? We had to replace our son! Yikes.
Oh, you know, foreshadowing. I really don't understand you.
Literally the next day.
Here, take this.
Simpsons. Yeah.
Come on, pretty please. You'll probably need it later.
Finish your homework. Why do I have to do math in the apocalypse?
You don't. It's time to go fishing. No girls allowed.
Wait, so we can make as much noise as we want down here?
Yeah,
Here it
isn't
comes.
it right?
Why don't we just live down here then?
That's dumb. You're dumb.
But you're literally about to have a baby! I can make all the noise at once down here!
Yeah, we're kind of the worst.
Laundry is heavy.
Oh,
That's weird.
that middle of the stair nail.
Wonder what that was. Better not check it out. My shadow! I mean, we freaking live in a barn. I think I'd be okay living in tents for a while.
You two look like you got a good vibe going on. What are you doing? You guys want to dance? Please don't. Cool, cool. You dance while I sing. We gotta go.
Live your best life, old man.
This couldn't get any worse right now.
Uh-oh, the baby's coming. Better get to the basement.
Holy Culkin!
Uh-oh. I stepped on a nail and I'm having a baby and now there's a monster in the house lights.
This does not spark joy!
You guys never told me you're pregnant. Congratulations.
You have to save your
Monsters
mother.
have a dope.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Fine.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Here, Mom.
Oh, I hate fireworks. Be quiet, fireworks, and the baby.
Yay!
Alive. Are you still alive?
I'm here. I had a baby, too.
How convenient.
Well, what do we have here?
Don't worry, dear. I got the baby and we're safe.
Great! Wait, where are our other children?
Outside?
With the monsters?
Yes.
Wow, we really are the worst.
Don't worry, kids.
These mouths, man.
completely safe. Nothing bad can happen up here.
Sound effects.
Are you serious? Help me! What? I meant a rope! Now we're both stuck in here.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance. No, my turn.
You can do that? You should totally do that next time we see one. Children. Here we are. Great, get to the truck. I need to get me my axe. I thought weapons don't work on them. They don't. Look how cool I am.
Surprise, sucker.
Wait, why'd you turn it off? Turn it back on. Please, help me. Oh, that's cold.
Awkward.
Please help me. No.
Quick, come with me to the watch out for that bloody man. We have enough problems. Here, hold your baby brother and don't let him start crying. You have the baby?
You, anyone down here? Oop, I almost stepped on that nail.
We need help.
That's got a good beat. I can't stop dancing.
What?
Oh, too loud.
Wow! You did it!
I'm not dead yet.
How about now?
Badass. Yeah. Ooh. I just like how they blew up her normal mouth.
There's more coming? How are you gonna kill them all? Sounds like a problem for sequel mom.
Fart
so
sound.
much. As always, we hope you enjoyed it. And thank you again to NordVPN for making this episode possible. If you are
The
interested
VPNs
in
are
online
cool.
privacy and don't want the monsters of the internet sniffing around your data, then having a VPN is important. NordVPN
Yes, it is.
Super easy
Yeah.
and protects your data online by encrypting.
I feel like we've talked about
You can
a
have
VPN
simple
recently on
connections to their super
a
fast
different video.
What was it called? What was it? Sitelock VPN?
Sign up right now. NordVPN is offering 70% off. That's only $3.49 a month. Plus, you get an additional
Hey.
month free. How do I get
What
this
people want to
amazing
do right
offer,
now in
you
the States
ask?
is spend money.
Well, I'll tell you. Just visit
Oh,
NordVPN.com/howitshould.
You got nothing else to spend.
How it should. So protect yourself with full online security no matter where you are with NordVPN. Just go to NordVPN.com/howitshould and use the promo code HowItShould today. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to watch some more videos. And as always, we hope to see you next time.
BVS one was fun.
I think the only one of these I've seen before is the Predator one, the comedy dubs there. And I think what makes this one so funny for a variety of reasons, like kudos to the voice actors, and the dialogue was of course hilarious.
You dance while I sing.
But just the overall conceit of it and choosing to do a comedy dubs on A Quiet Place works so well.
Yeah.
Because there's such little dialogue in the film. So beyond just replacing dialogue, they're able to fill in a lot of comedic moments with inner thoughts that they might have been having and then put it into dialogue. So I thought the idea to place this segment on A Quiet Place works so well, and that also gives them a chance to really poke even more holes in A Quiet Place that I never thought about before. Like when they just have the baby, they're downstairs, and Emily Blunt's like, "Where's our other children?" Outside. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that when I watched the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We're so focused on the baby that we're not even thinking about, oh yeah, they got 2 other kids they got to look after, and if they got killed, they'd have to get pregnant 2 more times.
Yeah, right. Well, and that one gripe that everyone always brings up, which is, why don't you live by the river? Live by the waterfall where it's loud.
You know why I don't really get fully on board with that argument? Because to move to the river,
You have to create even more noise building a house.
building a house, but then also bringing stuff
Getting
to
the
the river.
resources,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's too much at risk to travel over there with having to lug stuff, and so I think that in and of itself makes it challenging to get to the river. As I've heard that forever.
Yeah.
I used to be on board for it, but then whenever I rewatched it, I was like, You know, it would probably be really challenging to get stuff there discreetly and as quietly as possible. You can't just live outside by the river.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Even
I mean,
a
you
tent
probably
wouldn't be enough.
That's what I mean. You know, you have to
need a
eventually
home.
cook and stuff. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
find ways to survive. And what if it gets really cold outside? yeah,
Exactly. And you shouldn't eat that much fish, every single day.
Yeah.
It's not good for your body to eat
Yeah.
that much fish.
I love the foreshadowing character too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. The little eyes and mouth they put on the nail and,
Yeah.
and the way they even bothered to have it get sad when they avoid it at the end.
Yeah.
I love that they made a character out of everything. And yeah, you pointed out, I think there are a lot more than I even realized at first. But yeah, giving the aliens a voice too and making them just sort of like people who just want to come visit and check things out. Like that's the thing. I think A Quiet Place is a nice subject to do that with because it's a premise that opens you up to so much situation comedy. You can change the stakes, and I love that in a lot of these dubs, a story arises that's not the original story. And I like that with HISHE dubs, they just kind of make their own dialogue over it, and they don't necessarily feel the need to either censor an obvious word that sounds like a specific swear. In certain other videos like that, I feel like it can create one kind of narrative reliably, whereas this is like, the daughter's mostly just mad she didn't get to go fishing. She didn't get to do any of this stuff with John Krasinski.
We are the worst.
Yeah. I also love how they gave him like a southern accent for the...
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't even remember what he sounds like. He just sounds like
he just
himself,
sound
right?
like John
He's just
Krasinski.
in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you think of this HISHE video? Leave your thoughts down below. What other movies do you want them to do a dubs for?
It's Human Centipede 2.
Subscribe to The Real Reject. Subscribe to HISHE. Click that notification bell.
Nah, but how could we end this without a...
Alfred Benjamin Threats the Third.
Ooh.
3 names, and he's the third. Isn't that interesting? Not common with people with the third at the end of their name.
Yeah, it's to the power of 9 now.
Alfred is just as handsome and loyal as someone like a Pennyworth, as creative as someone like a Franklin, and as threatening as politicians.
It's a very specific kind of threat. He's not going to come and menace you physically. He's just going to undermine everything that you stand for.
See how hard it is to shout you out when you don't get back to us? By the way, thanks for pledging to our Patreon page, but I sent you a message because we'd like to get personalized shout-outs.
Yeah.
It's pretty challenging unless you message me back. So here's what I'm hoping. You catch this shout-out, so next month we can give you another one. Or if you don't care about how we shout you out, then I'll just say this.
Message us back or else.
Yeah.
That's a threat that you can stand by. Because otherwise these are just going to get more and more off-road, and then pretty soon, I mean, people are going to have a whole other idea of who you are, and there are other Alfred Benjamin threats out there, and then you're going to affect their, it's like your lineage is going to be tainted by the fact that you never got back.
See what happens when you don't message
See what
us
happens?
back?
Then you got to have me improvise.
That happens.
And no one wins when I improvise.